What the hell? Who are you?
I am Pubg. I have come from another dimension.
Pubg.
I have been shot by the intergalactic bandits. They say I'm going to die. I'm dying. I must not die.
Please, don't leave us. We need you, Pubg. Don't die.
Hey guys, and welcome to another video. If you guys like my content on YouTube, make sure to like, make sure to comment, and make sure to subscribe and hit that bell too. Thank you guys so much. So today I'm gonna tell you the 5 reasons why Pubg is not gonna die, and in fact will never die. Okay guys, so number 1, the game is very unique on multiple freaking levels. Okay, so there's the macro details, and then there's the micro level details. On the macro level, you have things like rotations, the circle, the blue zone, crossing rivers, timing, when to rotate, taking too long to loot, trying to find your optimum loot, etc, etc, etc. That makes for very unique games. Like every single game is different because of where you decide to land, where you have to move to, where the circle is gonna be. So there is some RNG there that dictates the game and kind of dictates your moves to survive in the game. And of course, what makes Pubg very challenging and hence unique is also the micro details. There are tons of micro details like recoil control, peeking, movement, positioning inside houses. Where are you going to be? Next to a window? Are you looking out the window and covering all your angles? Looting fast, whether to use F or to kind of use the tab and swipe. All of these things make it very, very unique and very challenging on the micro level. So together, the macro level details and the micro level details make for a very, very unique gameplay that I haven't seen in any other game. I mean, Fortnite may be the other one that shares some of these things. It of course has the building element to it, which complicates things in a different dimension. But I love the realism of Pubg. I just love the realism, love the recoil control, the challengingness, the brutality of it, right? If you get knocked, you have one chance for your teammate to revive you. If that's gone, you're done. You're out of the game. Unlike newer battle royale games, like for example Apex Legends and Call of Duty, you have this revive system where you can revive. So it's a much more forgiving game than Pubg. And Pubg, so in all these ways, I think that Pubg is an extremely unique gameplay, and there is no other game like it out there currently. Number two, okay, number 2 guys. Number 2 is that there is a very loving, supporting niche community, okay, surrounding Pubg. And I've been fortunate to play with many of these people and meet them through different methods or different venues. There's so many people sticking to the game because we love it so much. We love that it's so challenging, it's so brutal. It's like when someone kills you, it's like, oh shit. And like, if one kill means a difference, like finish a game with 0 kills in the beginning as a noob, for me was super frustrating, right? But once I started getting the first kill, I'm like, oh my god, I killed the guy. And everything, and just to be honest, there's so much randomness in the desync and the ping and all that stuff that's added in there that makes it even more challenging, obviously. But yeah, getting that 1 kill or 5 kills made a huge difference, and I haven't seen that in another game. Like Call of Duty, whatever, I got a kill on the first time I played. Apex Legends is actually a challenging game, I gotta admit. It's very challenging. It's challenging in another way, in other ways than different to Pubg. But anyway, we're talking about Pubg now. I've been fortunate enough to play on the North American Pro Hub Discord, and they usually have daily scrims with pretty high tier players, and that's been super challenging. It's the competitive mode of Pubg, and I absolutely love it, and I'm fortunate to have played with a bunch of people and got to know them too. Now, very recently, there was a Discord trying to revive the NA PUBG scene. So for a very long time, people have said NA ranked is dead, right? NA ranked is dead. Even though PUBG is thriving in places like Korea, EU, the Middle East, etc., etc., etc. It's the NA ranked, the ranked scene in NA has really been in the decline. And recently they've created a Discord called the Revive NA Ranked, right? And this started, I think, about a week ago by, I think, Sherry FPS and a bunch of other people who put it together. And this is an attempt at bringing all the small community in NA and Latin America together to start playing ranked games and revive the ranked scene. So this shows you how much people love this game and people stick to it and really want to play it. Number 3, the game has improved over the years. Okay, so over the years that it's been alive, they've fixed a lot of bugs. They've improved the server situation. I remember when I used to get a ping of constant 70 when I lived on the West Coast in California, and then they switch around the servers. And I had, for a very, very, very long time, I always had packet upload loss. And then sometime, I think last year, they fixed that and I started getting 0% packet upload loss. They fixed a lot of bugs, which is good. They introduced new bugs, obviously. A lot of people say that PUBG was dying because it had so much bugs and it had so much hackers. To some extent, the bugs have been, many of the bugs have been fixed. Many of the hackers have been removed. I don't see as many hackers these days as I do, or at least I don't see the blatant hackers like before. At least I'm talking about NA and EU. I play in both regions. So there's definitely less bugs. They still have to fix a bunch of issues, obviously. There's going to be probably never-ending issues and like new issues introduced. Like, for example, one example is when you go into that immediate dive straight out of the airplane that you didn't intend to. They fixed that quite a while back. It's been a bug for a while. I gotta admit, it's been a bug for a hell of a long time, but they did fix it in the end. And there's definitely less hackers, for sure. I still get people banned from time to time for hacking, but I think there are much less hackers than before. And number 4, the competitive scene is still alive despite the naysayers. So a lot of people said, you know what, forget about PUBG, let's explore competitive scenes elsewhere. PUBG's dying, etc., etc., etc. But there was a huge tournament recently, the DreamHack Winter Showdown, which was pretty awesome. And I watched it, and a lot of people watched it. Again, it's a niche community, but a lot of people watched it, especially EU, especially Japan, Korea, that area. People are more crazy about PUBG. So a lot of people watched it, and I thought it was amazing. It was a really cool event. The prize pool wasn't that huge, but you know, it's still something. And then of course there's the PUBG Invitationals that's happening, I think now, or going to happen very soon. Or I think we're in the midst of it. Obviously, we're going to be watching closely on that. So the competitive scene is still very much alive, despite everybody saying that it's going to die and PUBG is a dying game. I do not believe that. And this is proof that the competitive scene is going good. And I actually believe that a lot of people are coming back to PUBG. A lot of people have realized how much fun it is, and maybe they don't face as many of the crashes and the bugs and the problems with the game and the hacking, etc. And they're actually trying to come back to the game. All right. And number 5, last but not least, there's way more content to come. Like PUBG, I'm sure, has tons of things to come. There's talk of a new map called, I think, Tiger, which is another is a large 8x8 map, which again is targeting the competitive scene because people have realized those smaller maps don't really have key rotations, or positioning is less important, right? While in the bigger maps like Miramar and Erangel, rotation is key, strategy is key, the macro level details is key. And then there's obviously different modes that are coming out. Of course, we saw TDM, which was released, I think, earlier last year. And that was awesome. Like, I played that 7 days straight, and it helped me improve my game, right? There was that other mode, I forgot what it was. It was like, it was Deathmatch, I think, Team Deathmatch. I played that for a while. That was interesting, very interesting. That's a new mode, and I'm sure there's more modes coming out. And so PUBG is preparing, I think, a bunch of content to be released. The new map Haven that recently came out. It's a different take on things. It's kind of like where Escape from Tarkov meets PUBG. It's different. I like it. I liked it. I'm not sure if it really caught on, but like I think it's definitely valuable. It's definitely valuable. Cool. So there you go. Those are the 5 reasons why I think PUBG will never die. And you know what, guys? Even if it does die, even if it does disappear, it might be replaced by another PUBG 2.0. Ow. Or, I mean, it's never gonna die in our hearts. Spaceanubis out.